Namaste, everybody. Welcome to meditation and reflection with me. I hope you're all well. My name is Amit. We are here at this park. Very nice weather, lucky to practice some meditation. So I hope you have 15-20 minutes of a quiet time because we'll be doing some reflections in our meditation. So let's get started. I thought today we'll continue with our series that we did some couple of weeks back about happiness, and I shared how we can be happy by helping others, by being of service to others, and we talked about the website Action for Happiness, that the research they have done, the scientists have found out that by sharing, by offering kindness and help to others, you actually experience happiness. Pretty cool, yeah? And we will talk about it a bit more why that is the case. We touched upon that, and we'll talk more on the foundation of another way we experience happiness, how we can be happy more. But before we get into that, let's just practice some Goranga breathing. Yeah, I think you know all. If not, it's a simple process of adding a mantra with our breath to experience some relaxation, some calmness. Helps us to be ready for our meditation and some contemplations. So just keeping your eyes closed, we'll take some time to practice some breathing. Long deep breath, long deep inhalation and exhalation. Now we add a mantra to our breath. This mantra is called Goranga mantra, divided into 4 syllables. Go-ra-anga. As we inhale, we say the mantra Goranga in our mind. And as we exhale, we say the mantra out loud throughout the entire length of our breath. So we inhale together and we exhale. Inhaling one more time, saying the mantra in the mind, and exhaling out loud the whole length of our breath. Goranga. Inhaling one more time. We'll continue this practice for some time. Exhale. Such a simple way to feel relaxed. I'm just keeping our eyes closed. And I would just like you to visualize, just bring an image of your body in your mind. And now I'd like you to go to your childhood times, childhood days, and bring the picture of how you used to look when you were a child. You were little, your skin were different, your size, of course, you were short, small, little. Then you may notice maybe some features are resembling now, maybe your eyes, maybe your smile. And I would like you to just compare those two. And you can notice how your bodies are completely different. Yet you know that you existed. You know the thoughts, you had memories, you have desires, you had love for people. And you have them now. You existed then, you remember the things then, and you exist now. Although your body has completely changed. In fact, the scientists have shared, and it's been shared for a long time now, that how every 5 years our body completely changes. All the cells, all the atoms in our body is completely changed in every 5 years. It's even fair to say that you have a completely new body on every 5 years. Just like in a waterfall, it's a stream of water going. You see the shape of that waterfall remains the same, but you know that the water stream is changing, it's passing. Same way, you see the body the same, but the atoms are different, always changing. Constant stream of atoms, molecules changing in our body. Which shows that we are not our bodies. We are separate from our body. We are different from our body. Continuing with this reflection, think about some of your time in our childhood when you were quite happy. Different experiences you had that made you happy. Some funny moments you may bring to the surface of your mind, and that makes you happy now. You're smiling, remembering those ideas. Or you may perhaps think of some times where you were not that happy. Maybe you lost some of your toys, or you had an argument with your friend. And you reflect back those emotions. Now coming to the present, again you may want to think of some things that made you happy. Something you did recently in this week. Or maybe some thoughts that didn't go your way. Maybe you were stressed at work, or schools are starting back, so your timetables are changing, it's a bit rough. And now, coming to the present again. And through all this little exercise, I wanted to share or show you that how just the mind is like a tape recorder. It stores all your experiences and it brings it back to the screen, the surface of the mind. You're perceiving those. Some good moments, some bad moments, moments from your childhood, the present. different emotions attached with those moments. And you have the choice, the power to choose whether you want to keep those moments, act upon them, and that way different emotions comes, like stress and anxiety, etc. Or you choose to surrender your mind in these mantras, immersing it in the mantras, which is a spiritual sound, and it's a complete different experience that is given to your mind. In other words, we have the choice to make of what experiences we want. And this also shows that you, I, we are not our minds. So we are not our body, we are not our mind. So then the question is, who are we? I'll read something from our spiritual teacher about this. He had shared, I am a life particle, an Atma, spirit. I, the Atma, am an effulgent, dazzling, infinitesimal ray of transcendental light emanating from the original cause. Just as an individual ray of sunshine emanates from the sun globe, I am not my physical body, I am not my mind. Rather, both my body and mind are like garments that I, the Atma, am temporarily wearing. Further, it states in the Mundaka Upanishad, the life particle or Atma is atomic in size and can be perceived by perfect intelligence. This atomic self is floating in the 5 kinds of air, is situated within the heart, and spreads its influence all over the body of the embodied living being. I'll read something else also, which is from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And as innumerable sparks emanate from a fire, so all the individual spirit souls, Atma, with their particular characteristics emanate from the original cause. So it says, we are a spark of life, Atma, spiritual in essence. We are not our body, we are not our mind. So when we talk of then happiness, coming back to our original discussion of how we can be happy, if we create the path or landscape or goals for our life based on our identification with our body and our mind, and the extension of the mind, that is our desires, our culture, what we have learned, our conditioning, what we see in the society, if we try to live a life trying to find happiness, hoping that we'll find happiness living that life, following our desires, following our goals, following what we have learned from our culture and society, then you're not going to be completely satisfied, right? Because you are not your mind, you are not your desires, you're not your conditioning, you are not your body. Just a simple thing, just like if you identify yourself as a fish and you come here to this park, you're not going to be happy because your natural home is in water, and you're not going to be happy in the park, in the open, in this space. You will feel happy when you go to the water. That's your natural home. In the same way, if you're trying to live a life which is not us, it's based on false identification, you're not going to be fully happy. So the simple thing we need to do in order to be happy then is to add what is most natural to us, that add a lifestyle that helps us to cultivate our true nature, or helps us to act upon what is our true nature, or follow the dreams and desires and the goals and the ambitions that is true to our spiritual nature. That's where, when we help others, you experience happiness, because helping others, kindness, tolerance, loving other people, it's true to our spiritual nature. And so that's why we experience happiness. So the point I wanted to share is, to be happy then, you really have to appreciate a bit more that you are not your mind, you're not your body, and act even more on the foundation that you're spiritual in nature. And by acting on that foundation, you are actually going to experience happiness, you know. And this is where this mantra meditation is so vital, because this mantra meditation is true to your spiritual nature. And not just it is that it's true to your spiritual nature, it also helps uncover, remove the dirt, the conditioning that is covering you, the diamond, that is stopping it from actually shine through the spiritual nature. So a regular practice of mantra meditation is really helpful to not only cultivate your spiritual nature, but also enable us to uncover that spiritual love and that wisdom that is actually within us, and you experience happiness. And from that foundation, you're able to walk the path, that's why, of self-discovery. That's why it's called a journey of self-discovery. That's the foundation. And now we start the journey of exploring self-discovery, exploring, okay, then what is our true nature? What is those goals that we should work on that is intrinsic to my nature? Where do I find love? Where do I find happiness? That's where our journey starts. So let's jump into some kirtan. It's a perfect and a simple, most effective way to uncover that diamond, our true spiritual nature. So if you're new to kirtan, this kirtan process is a practice of mantra meditation using musical instrument. There's one person who sings the mantra or chants, and as a group you listen to the mantra when they sing, and there's an opportunity for you to respond to mantras. It's a call and response, an exchange of mantras. But because it's a group, it's an online setting, I'll just sing mantra twice and you hear and then you sing back. But because I can't hear you, I'll just keep singing, and I hope you can still have a nice time and sing from your house. So the mantra will be Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. 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 Now I'm singing it. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Just rest in this mantra. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. 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 Let's sing together now. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. 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 Last one all together, okay? Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. So I think I'll leave here. Hopefully it helps you to increase a bit of appreciation about our true spiritual nature, your spiritual nature, my spiritual nature. And hopefully we can act upon it and actually experience true happiness. That is the desire of all the saintly teachers. That is the desire of our spiritual teacher, to see us happy, and they're passing it on selflessly, this wisdom. So I hope it was helpful. Until next time, Namaste, Haripo.